We meet again. How are you doing? It's coming up on Lent here, and my patron saint is Saint Augustine. So I try to dip into him every once in a while just to stay close with him and hopefully fuel my prayer life with him. And one passage which I come back to from time to time and just reflect on is the passage in his Confessions where he steals some pears from a pear tree with his ruffian friends. Okay, these ne'er do wells of his. Now, it's a compelling poem, but it's one I chose specifically in light of Lent. Lent is a time where we're supposed to, as I discussed in my last video, reflect on the sins in our lives. And that's very clearly what St. Augustine is doing in this passage. Um, in fact, he's sort of the first person to really write like what we would modern day consider to be an autobiography. And so this form of writing, this introspective writing, is very much groundbreaking, even if it doesn't seem like it to us. He was a genius, and this is just one aspect of his genius that I think is worth sharing. It highlights the depravity of man, when we indulge sin for sin's sake. I'm going to let St. Augustine talk because he does it a lot better than me. Okay, so this is from Book 2, chapter... Oh, what is it? Chapter 4. Theft is punished by law, O Lord, and the law written in the hearts of men, which iniquity itself effaces not. For what thief will abide a thief? Not even a rich thief, one stealing through want. Yet I lusted to thieve, and did it, compelled by no hunger nor poverty, but through a cloyedness of well-doing, and a pamperedness of iniquity. For I stole that of which I had enough and much better, nor cared I to enjoy what I stole, but joyed in the thief and sin itself. Like, what are you talking about? Get it off your chest. What is it? He goes into it. A pear tree there was, near our vineyard, laden with fruit, tempting neither for color nor taste. So not even good pears, okay? It's not like worth stealing. To shake and rob this, some lewd young fellows of us went late one night, having, according to our pestilent custom, prolonged our sport in the streets till then. That was me in my childhood. And took huge loads, not for our eating, but to fling to the very hogs, having only tasted them. And this, but to do what we liked only, because it was misliked. Behold my heart, O God, behold my heart, which thou hast pity upon in the bottom of the bottomless pit. That sentence is really like the turning point, where he goes from the thing that he did to now his appeal to God and his theological reflections. Now, behold, let my heart tell thee what it sought there, that I should be gratuitously evil, having no temptation to ill, but the ill itself. It was foul, and I loved it. I loved to perish. I loved mine own fault, not that for which I was faulty, but my fault itself. Foul soul, falling from thy firmament to utter destruction, not seeking aught through the shame, but the shame itself. It goes on from there. It's so good, but that's all I'll read for you, just as a little taste of the ashes that we should be, surrounded by and sitting in, mentally speaking, throughout Lent. If that sort of lamentation and regret and grief and guilt is like the standard, the bar for which you and I should attain during Lent, then I at least have a long way to go. I think there's a lot to learn from St. Augustine, and specifically his Confessions. God bless you. I hope you have a wonderful day.